Hello my creative peeps, and welcome back to my channel for another Creative Week video. This makes Creative Week video number 3. So on Friday I decided to turn my horizontal pocket in the back of my bullet journal into a vertical pocket because my brain works vertically, I guess. I never really remember I have stuff in the horizontal pocket, and I figured why not make it work for me. But I wanted to keep the accordion pieces, so I just pulled it off and glued the accordion pieces back on, backed it, and made a pocket. If you'd like a more detailed tutorial on that, please let me know and I'll be happy to do that. But it is fairly simple. And then I just put packing tape on the bottom to seal it up. Ta-da! On Saturday, I was cutting up one of my magazines and I found this picture of a girl and a quote, and I just felt like, I don't know, I just cut up the quote and put it on the picture, and yeah, I've been having a lot of fun doing that lately. Telling a little story about the picture with some words that I cut out of the magazine. It's just fun. So Sunday I decided to make another giant bookmark or dashboard or whatever you want to call it. Pencil board, whatever. So I just started collaging stuff on there. Pretty self-explanatory. I really love making these. I like changing it up, and I felt like I needed something a little more summery because it was pretty warm these past few days and I wanted to keep that vibe going. So I just pulled out my scraps bin and went through there and kind of used a bunch of scraps and things I'd been meaning to use for a while but didn't have the right project for. These projects are really good for all those little bits that you find too pretty to use. Because when it's a bookmark, you'll see the bookmark every day, so why not, right? And I did make it slightly thinner than the A5, that way it could fit in my A5 journal as well as my bullet journal. So I could use it wherever I wanted. And yes, I'm a bit of a dork. These are cleaning bottles. And I was keeping a organizing magazine just because of these 3 bottles on the cover, really. So I decided to put them on here. I don't know why, it just makes me really happy. And then I just went through my ephemera drawer and I'm trying to find other little things to add there. I really love those sunglasses. And that pineapple is just adorable. And then I found these acetate butterflies at the Dollar Tree. It was in like a sticker pack and they were backed with like a sparkly kind of kiddish sticker looking backing, and I just pulled the acetate pieces off and used those butterflies as is. I wish I had bought more than one pack now because I'm absolutely in love with them. And now I'm taking my Tim Holtz clipping stickers. These are his new word phrase stickers that he came out with for CHA this year. And sticking a few of those on there. I also added a playing card as my top tab per usual. And I'm just going to use some sticky clear book cover to cover my bookmark. I don't have a laminator, so this works just as well, really. It doesn't last as long as actual lamination, there we go, but it works well enough. And then I cut apart a 12 by 12 pocket pages page. I got like 12 of them for $1 in a sale, and I bought them to cut them apart and use them as pockets. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm putting a clear plastic pocket on the back of it so that when I have those little like photos and stuff that I want to journal about, I can just stick them in there, and then next time I open my journal, they're right there to use. And then on Monday, I got my Cocoa Daisy box, and I don't know. I'm not sick of it, but I'm getting a little bored, I guess, because there's always the same stuff in it, and I find that, I don't know, it's just boring now. It's not exciting me anymore. It's just a little boring. So normally I would save it for the month that it's meant for, but I just decided to put it all away and use it. And I have canceled my subscription for now. So I'm just cutting up some photos, and I was going to glue them in my journal, but I decided to make a tip-in instead. I did buy some of the Project Life cards that Cocoa Daisy came out with this month because I liked the color scheme and font used and stuff. So I took one of them and made a little tip-in. This tip-in is about the first really warm day that we had since last year. It was 70 this day, and I was like super productive. I went through everything that I brought back from my apartment when I left college that I had put in the garage, and like sorted it and reorganized it all and got rid of some stuff. And then I picked my younger sister up from school, and I went and got an iced green tea and just drove around with the windows down playing songs, because it just makes my heart happy. And that was a picture I took while I was driving with my iced tea. So I was just kind of writing about that day. And then this is another day. I just took a bunch of pieces, and because I had gone through my stuff and found stuff I forgot about. So I put this Goulet pen sticker here. I didn't get a new fountain pen, but I got some carbon ink. There we go. Couldn't find the word there. I got some carbon ink finally. And I know you're technically not supposed to put it in fountain pens, but I've done some research and plenty of people put them in their pens without problem, so I'm risking it, and I'll just buy a new Lambie if it doesn't work. But anyway, I was super excited about that because I finally got totally waterproof ink. Just makes me so happy. So yeah, just wanted to write about that, so that's why I put that pen sticker there. And then this is a Courtney collage element from her Patreon sheet, that girl, and I just wanted to make her feel a little bit more like she belonged in my journal. So I put the eye makeup and big eyelashes on her and a heart on her cheeks. I hope that doesn't offend Courtney, but and then I really love this picture here. I don't know what it is. It's just so beautiful, and I found a Currently card, so I filled it out and just stuck them together. And I did a lot of flipping back and forth, trying to figure out where I wanted it in my journal. And I ended up putting it right there. So I just tip it in with some washi and call it good. And I accidentally put that sheet in the wet paint. Good job, Liam. And I put some faux stitching around this journal page. I wasn't like super in love with how it came out. I think it's because that purple and green reminded me of Barney. I don't know why I always do that. I always mix purple and green, and then after I'm like, why did I do that? Anyway, I tried to save it by using this gold Uniball over the words, and that didn't really work. And what else did I do to it? Nope, there's a kitty. Oh, I put some Stabilo, I think. Yeah, my Stabilo pencil. And just tried to darken it up a little bit. And then I finally said, Leanne, just leave it alone and move on. And boom! That quote got written real fast there. But yeah, so I just wrote that quote there. I figured you didn't need to see me do that. And then I wanted to write about the Honey Slim Pickens journaling challenge that I did, which is the page on the left. If you didn't see that, I will leave it up in a card above so you can check that out. It was a really fun challenge, and I highly recommend that you participate, even if you're not going to post your page or whatever. It's just a really cool, like a challenge. It's a challenge. So I just smashed a bunch of stuff on this page. My aunt got the Jane Davenport washi that day, so I stole some of it and had to put an eyeball on my page, of course. And this is a work selfie I took this week because I liked how my hair looked. So that goes there. Yep. And on the left of that photo was just a pen test when I first got my ink. And after I actually did change the Hello My Name Is tag to a red one instead because it matched the rest of the red on the page. And it looked a lot better. And here I just wanted to do something to fill out the page a little more, so I decided to doodle some flowers in the corners. Courtney from Little Raven Ink does that a lot, and it seemed to work really well, although I really did not like my flowers. I'm not a good flower doodler. A 3-year-old could probably draw better flowers, but oh well. And here I'm just journaling about that ink, with the ink. And what do I do next? Oh, so this is a different day. And I'm just embellishing some more, labeling some stuff. I really, really like this picture of a brain that I found in one of my psychology magazines that I dug out of the garage. It might freak some of you out, but I thought it was cool, so I just cut out some of the stuff from the article and pasted it on top, like the Skinner code, and there was a saying that said no known expiration date. I think it was talking about Alzheimer's or something. But instead I put no known date, because while science is cool and everything, we don't really understand a whole lot still about how we became to be conscious beings. So I just thought it would be cool to put no known date up there, because I'm a dork like that. Or a nerd. I'm not quite sure. Are nerds just like comic book video game nerds now, or are they like still book nerdy nerds? It's a good question. I don't know. If you know, let me know. Yeah. Okay. So here I'm just putting down some old newspaper that I had in my scrap bin and some mermaid marker in the, I believe what is the beach color? Yep, beach. I'm getting good, guys. And then I put down a picture of the Everyday Matters book because I read that in one sitting a few days ago. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I love to talk about the books that I read in my journal. And I wanted to read all of the books, but there's no the or books or things in the big chat words. So I had to put it in the little ones. It worked, but I feel like it wasn't as effective because it wasn't as big as the other two. But anyway, I'm just slapping the date on there. And now I'm journaling about my new lighting and filming with my new lighting, so if you can tell the difference, that's awesome. I really hope so. I can't really tell on my phone when I'm filming this voiceover, but I hope it looks better. So I just took a picture of that. Now you can see my messy craft space. All my stuff is in my bedroom, so, you know, we work with what we got. I like it though. It's a good crafty space. So just taking my Tim Holtz distress stamps, jeez, my Tim Holtz foam stamps with my distress oxide and stamping lighting on there. And then I just added some sticker embellishments. And this You've Got Happy Mail kind of business card thing that did come in the Cocoa Daisy stuff, but I knew my lighting was coming and I really wanted to save it for that, so that's what I did. And I used some of that Jane Davenport washi on it, and then I cut apart these photos because I thought I was going to put it on there, and then I said this video is way too long already. But I did do this really quick background and I absolutely love how it came out. You can see a close-up of it on my Instagram. If you're not following me, the link is in the description box below. But it came out really, really cool. And now I'm just going to kind of flip through what I completed in this video for you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please give me a big thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you have not already so you don't miss any of my future videos. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I will talk to you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.